Hey, this is Adrian Gomez. Thanks for being patient with these videos. I know it took a while to get there. 117 degrees out of the back leg, and this should be below 100, 110, if not below 100. What that's going to do is going to allow you to push for a longer period of time. You can see how you only push to about here, so there's no legs involved in the throw anymore. And now it's all arm. Once that back leg leaves that ground, now it's all arm, and it's a lot of stress on the arm. So 110, we've got to squat better. Our online program helps you with that, with the drills to fix it. So that leads into this angle, which, let's see where it's at, 94 degrees. I'd like it to be above 110. So that means you've got to get squatted better, like on the left side, and that's going to allow your front foot to push a little bit further, which will change your angle. So, we just need movement as hard as you can and as far as you can with that front glove or with that front foot. Okay, so let's get into the front knee. As you plant, this is going to be a huge issue. You're really internally rotated. So it's hard for you to rotate your knee. It's about 11 degrees. And your hips don't rotate until that knee gets over that front foot. But by that time, you're late. You don't have time for that. And your body's an amazing thing. It's really accounting for a lot of these flaws, and then it's trying to fix it. So that front knee, it's called internally rotated, okay, and that's a velocity killer. So let's look into, before you throw the ball, let's look at this angle. 125, still a little bit low. It could be a little bit higher. So what we want to have happen is this knee comes back almost like a straight leg. This back leg comes through, so it's on the ground, and that chest goes off of that. So front knee is a reciprocal action. So front knee goes back, chest goes forward. Okay, so front knee's a little bit too low, and that collapses. That's why your back leg's collapsing and your elbow's collapsing, trying to get through, because that front knee stays too bent. If it cleared out, if it was able to clear out here, then your chest would come through a lot easier, but you really have to do a lot to get that arm out. So too much to get the arm out. I mean, it should be easy, really, really easy for you, and that's going to reduce injuries. All right, we get into posture at ball release. So as you release, I'd like to say you are an A posture. But when you throw the ball, before you throw the ball, you're here. You're in front of an A posture, and then all of a sudden your head has to change. That's too much change. So what I'd like you to do when you're about to throw, you're a little bit better there. I'd like you to be on that line, and once you're on that line, look at where your head goes. Boom, goes straight to it. So you're going forward and then having to come back. There's just too much movement. If you're going to go anywhere, it would be back. Your upper body is going to go back. And once your upper body goes back, then you can go forward with everything. So I want to switch your posture before you throw over into that line. Okay, that's going to help you flow and rotate at a better axis. You have too many axes going on, changing axis. Okay, so going to the next one, we are going to go into ball release. So at ball release, you should do a good job of scooting that out. It's out and past your front foot. That's what we want. So that's fabulous. That's nice. Okay. And you have to compensate for that front knee, so that arm's doing a good job of compensating. But once we change things, it might be easier to throw. Might be a little bit difficult to get there, but in the long run, it's going to benefit you. So let's look at stacking now. So launch is not a problem. You're doing a good job with that. So your lower half, you're doing a good job leaning. But your upper half, I'd like you to go, notice where you go. Instead of going back, you go forward. So you start here. And you go back to there. You go forward, and then I have to come all the way back. So it's just too much movement. So you can see your angle of your front glove going down. I don't want to do that. I want to load back. So as you get back here, upper body is going to be back. Head wants to be over that rubber. And as you come out of separation, this should be the angle of your chest. It should be going up, not forward, because that puts a lot of stress on that shoulder capsule, and then elbow, and then you release the ball. Okay, so stacking needs to get better, both lower half and upper half. So stacking, that's an issue. Front glove, you have a good front glove. Look at that. Front glove, big pinch. You're really doing a good job of getting around that front glove. Okay, so front glove's fabulous. Let's look at high elbow. It's just a little bit, one degree off, so that's not much. I'm not worried about that at all. But I am worried about this. You're really coming up and pinching, and then my elbow's going low and rotating through that, staying high. But you do a good job pinching, and that's what we want. But the angle at which you do it, I'd like to get you to stack back this way to make sure that those shoulders align in this angle. All right, so that is the high elbow. Okay, so now let's go into chest extension, and I think you do a good job because you have to compensate for that back leg and front leg. So let's test and see where it's at. 47. It actually might be more than that. I think this angle's off. 49. Okay, so that's really good. I want to keep that the same. Not mess with you're going down too much and having to come back. That's too much movement. But that chest drive is fabulous. You're really getting over that front leg. So chest extension's good. Let's look at arm fly out, and this is the last one. And this is what we call a large arm fly out. So we have here, elbow, that's your layback, and if I can measure this, it's right here. So 74 degrees out. If you could reduce that to maybe here, about take 28 off of that, it's going to be right in the middle. Your hand's going to go through faster. It's just a faster route through the ball. So now that front knee is going to have to change because it's internally rotated. The back leg's going to have to stay on the ground, and the wrist is going to have to go in a faster route. So with all of that together, man, you could put huge amount of improvement in and change the way that you throw for the rest of your life. So thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.